Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Vechain price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Vechain chart, which has managed to break above a very significant high at around the $0.02182 mark, and we are still holding above that lower high. And at the time of this recording here on the 1 hour chart, we are trying to battle out the 20-day MA, which is now acting as resistance. And before I get into that part of the technical analysis, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to start the video here on the 1 hour chart by first giving you a recap of what has been happening, where you can see that Vechain has been obeying the Elliot structures, where you can see that I have this Elliot structure in blue completing the formation of that first wave to the upside. Then we saw a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, then we continued pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5, making its peak at around the $0.02182 mark. And after seeing that 5-wave structure to the upside, I believe Vechain completed an even larger Elliott wave count 1 to the upside, and after seeing the high for that higher Elliott wave count 1, whatever we expect next on the short-term scenarios is a bit of a corrective structure in the formation of a second wave, which we saw over here, retracing back to the fib level 0.382. And after seeing a reaction of the fib level 0.382, I believe whatever we are seeing at the moment is a bounce to the upside in the formation of these higher Elliott wave count 3 before we see a wave 4 and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of these wave 5, and by first sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of these wave 3 using a trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.03009 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that higher Elliott wave count 3 to the upside to do. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this wave 3, because I think this is what is playing out here on the Vechain chart. In the formation of that higher Elliott wave count 3, which is an impulsive wave, we also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that higher Elliott wave count 3, and we also needed to manage to break above the wave 1 high of this Elliott wave structure right here in yellow, which lies at around the $0.02182 mark, which I have marked here on the charts using this dotted line. We needed to manage to break above that high and continue holding above that high for us to say that we are back in the formation of that wave 3. And we also expect to see a 5-wave structure in formation, and I believe that is what is playing out, where we can term this move to the upside as the first wave to the upside. So we can have this as the first wave to the upside, and whatever we had been seeing in this corrective structure is the formation of that second wave, before we can expect another bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3, then expect a wave 4 and then a wave 5 to fully maximize the formation of this wave 3 to the upside and also fully maximize our target area. And by getting to see whether this second wave has done the minimum that we expect a second wave to do, by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, the minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of that wave 2 is between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, which lies between the $0.02155 mark and the $0.02108 mark. And that is the minimum that I was expecting that second wave to the lower side to do, and that is what Vechain has done over here. And after retracing back to the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, we are seeing a very nice reaction to the upside in what could be the start of this wave 3 to the upside in red, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.0276 mark. So there are chances that Vechain might continue showing a lot of strength, manage to break above the 20-day MA here on the 1 hour chart, have the support that we need to fully maximize our target area at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.0276 mark in the formation of that wave 3 before we can expect a wave 4 and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to complete a higher Elliott wave count 3 to the upside. And also taking a look at the indicators before I jump to the daily chart to give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. Here on the RSI, you can see we are trading at around the 45 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements to the upper side. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have been able to print a bearish cross, but we are seeing a bit of a decrease in the selling momentum, meaning soon we might be able to print that bullish cross to support higher prices here on the Vechain chart. And jumping to the daily chart to give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. Here on the daily chart, you can see that I have this Elliot wave structure in red, where you can see that Vechain, from these low prices that he had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $0.28 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count one to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we had been seeing lower prices in this ABC corrective structure, which took us back to around the $0.15 mark, and in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count two. And after seeing the low for that second wave, whatever we expect next is a bounce to the upside in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3. And here on the daily chart, I have a target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.46277 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting Vechain to do on the long-term scenarios. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.